Don't be this guy. Raise your drive and libido. It's time to man up with X-Wolf. Boost your testosterone levels to help decrease your body fat percentage and increase lean muscle mass gains. Boost your stamina and blood flow for those tough workouts. And these workouts also. Go to xlabsubs.com to find out more.
www.hoodg.com. We got the Godcast crew necks, hoodies, hats. If you don't know where to go to get them, www.hoodg.com. Go get you that Godcast gear, that brand Nubian gear. We got Rod Digger gear, all of that. Go to www.hoodg.com. www.hoodg.com.
Condolences. Rest in power to hip hop icon Biz Markie.
Biz, of course. Biz
Rest in
Markie,
peace,
yes.
Biz Markie. That's the brother.
Yes.
Like no other.
Of course.
Let's talk about Biz Markie for a second. Because it's hard for people who weren't there to really understand the impact that Biz Markie had on hip hop.
Yes.
And on the world, and the impact that hip hop had on him.
Right.
Bismarck, it's like when the human beatbox shit was a thing, you know what I mean? Was a big thing when it first came out. You know, Dougie Fresh was the first person that I ever heard do it. And he did it to such a high level that it was, you know, crazy. Then the Fat Boys came out, but it seemed like that was like a commercial use of the beatbox. You know what I mean? Like, they was dope. Fat Boys was dope, but they definitely was mainstream commercial. These niggas was doing movies and all this type of shit. Then you had somebody like Biz Markie that I remember hearing a tape of him early on. And it was, you know, it was that level. It reminded you of like a different kind of a Dougie Fresh. You know what I mean? Like you could tell he was dope. Like, you know what I mean? He was somebody to look out for. Then he started making records. I'm not even sure what Bismarck's first record was. But all I know is once he started making records, that motherfucker just kept coming with hits after hits after hits after hits.
Yeah.
Like I used to see him, and he was like a street dude. Like he used to be with some of the illest, like street niggas from Brooklyn and all this type of those Albee Square Mall fucking stick up kids. Like, and see again, if you're not from New York, if you're not from Brooklyn, you don't even understand what I'm talking about right now. Like when I talk about Albee Square Mall and the type of people that would be at and outside of Albee Square Mall. You know what I mean? And he the type that
grimy,
grimy, but he could walk up in there with jewelry and all of that and be walking around with 30 motherfuckers that, you know what I mean?
Right.
How old was Biz? I think they said he was 57 years old. I think he was 57. Yeah.
He seemed real
like
chill,
Biz
real
was
chill.
the man. Like, although he had a real comic style, You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
you never felt like he was a sucker. Like, I
No,
remember
never.
seeing him on the street with jewels and different cars, and you know what I mean? That's another thing. Biz was a fly motherfucker. He always been having money, been investing in fucking businesses, and been straight for a very long time. A phenomenal fucking
Yep.
DJ. Yo, he's a phenomenal.
Oh yeah, I was at some of
DJ.
his parties.
Mm-hmm.
If
I've been
you
to a
have
couple of his
never,
parties.
what?
Yeah.
Biz Markie is a matter of fact. I'm trying to think. Like, damn, do I have any pictures of me with Biz Markie? I remember being at a party in DC, and Biz Markie was DJing for Slick Rick.
Wow.
And I was literally like standing right over Slick Rick's shoulder as he's performing. You know what I mean? And what you doing? A facial? You doing a facial flex? What you using face weights?
My ankle, this little ankle thing.
You got
Trying
look
to
like
get
you
that jawline.
using face weights.
Wow.
Yeah. So
No, Biz
I
Markie
got that
was
on my
ill
phone
one
somewhere.
too.
Huh?
Biz Markie, I've been to a couple of his parties. He was ill on the ones and twos.
Ill on the ones is too. His musical ear, his transitions, his
Yeah.
what I mean? His just knowing what song to play, and his musical knowledge was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And there was nothing tense about him. He's always relaxed and just it was like so easy to him.
Right.
Very
and
easy to him.
He was
You were just comfortable around the guy.
Like, he was the type, even back then, like, he knew what sound good. Like, even if he couldn't, like, Big Daddy Kane used to write a lot of his shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Right.
it is what it is. So what? Like, but he knew how to say it. You know what I mean? He knew how to put it down. He knew how to make it that shit. So when you think of, when I think of like Latin Quarters and Union Square, there was a time when Biz Markie dominated that shit. I mean, dominated it like nobody beats Biz, nobody beats
the Biz.
Fucking picking boogers, fucking the Vapors. Can you feel it?
The Vapors was my shit. That was my shit.
Season for catching the Vapors.
Catching the Vapors.
That was a little later though, but Just a Friend, there was another one. But really that dip 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 up, dip 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 up. That yo.
Using that Steve Miller Band shit.
Yo, Biz, man.
Yeah. Does anybody know?
Yeah, man.
I hate when I'm not going to say I hate it, but we always find out a little bit later. Does anybody know what happened to Biz? He was only 57 years young.
Yeah,
I think he was diabetic.
He was dialysis.
Diabetic.
Yeah, he was diabetic.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all health stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's all like a lot of this stuff with us is all health stuff for us.
Like certain people, man, like, you know, they'll admittedly, they're like, yo, I could just knock out a 2 liter of soda like it's nothing. Like, bro, like, no. Like, no. Some people drink soda every day. Like every day.
Yeah, every single day.
Get into your body
every
day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah. And you're made to think that that's
or eat fried shit every day.
Yes, all of that.
Or eat fried stuff every day. How about that?
And just eat for the taste instead of to eat to live. Like, you know, and
eat for the taste.
Right.
For real, they eat for how it tastes. Yo, shit tastes good. That's what I'm eating for. But you instead of eating to live, instead of getting some of this good alkaline water.
Yeah, the hypertension, all that. Yeah.
Rhyming power, Biz Markie.
Yes.
Another legend gone too soon.
Man.
Absolutely. Shout out to Cool V. You know what? I talked to Cool V a couple days before that, which is so crazy. And because Cool V got some things going on, and we discussed having him come on the Godcast to support what he has going on. But you know, that was gonna be in August or whatever. So I said, listen, whenever you ready, bro. And then wow. Like it was the next day or a couple days later. Crazy.
He was gone or what?
Well, no, a couple days later we lost Biz, but
Biz, yeah.
Cousin is DJ.
Yeah. Man.
My man Vaughn Lee. Better known to y'all as Master Cool V. Like another thing about Biz, right? Was he the first one? Because there's certain people that if anybody else did what they did, it would be horrible. You would laugh at them. If anybody else made a song called Pickin' Boogers, we'd have been like, what the fuck? You understand what I'm saying? But certain rappers have this thing about them that we love them and we'll go along with them. So I say that like Biz Markie, Old Dirty Bastard. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Who else got that?
Flavor Flav.
Yeah, Flavor Flav. Exactly.
Right.
Certain people that
Right.
if anybody else try to make those type of records, like think about it. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Like just the way that Old Dirty rhymed and all that type of shit, all free and like half singing, half just somebody just wilding. Like only he could do that. Because anybody else try that, it would be whack. And so Biz was one of those rare MCs. I'm trying to think if there was another one, anybody like him before that.
Oh, before Biz?
Right. Was there any
in terms of
like just a somebody that was so weird and odd, but we accepted them? Like, and just only they could do it. Only they could do that shit. But we wouldn't accept that shit from nobody else. You understand?
What about I'm not sure if he was accepted or not. Rapping Duke.
I thought about that. I thought about Jimmy Spicer. I don't know if he was weird. He was more funny, catered to kids. It wasn't like. See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I know what
you're talking about.
Coolio's later. Coolio's after.
Oh yeah.
Coolio's after. And but I might put him in that category of a rapper that you would only accept it from him. I think anybody else.
What about like
Coolio?
Kwame.
Oh, Polka Dot Kwame.
Playful,
because the way Kwame rhymed,
he wasn't that
nobody else
weird.
could have rhymed like that and got away with it.
What about MF Doom? MF Doom, who's also gone.
MF Doom, yes. MF Doom ended up being one of those type of people. Yes, he turned into one of those.
Style of rhyming, but put the lyrics together.
X wasn't necessarily that, but MF Doom ended up being one of those.
MF Doom when he left.
Oh, you know who's another one? Sean Price.
When he wasn't with third base anymore.
Sean Price turned into one too. He turned into one of these rappers.
He's gone too.
No, he was nasty though. But Sean Price said some things that only Sean Price could say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and when other people try to say it like that, it doesn't have the same impact. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I feel like Biz Markie might have been one of the first ones to teach people like that. You see, to be almost a template for those free-spirited rappers who, you know, they were street and all of that, but they wasn't necessarily like the gangster rapper. but at the same time,
right. What
they had hits.
Would you put skee-lo or Fife Dog in that category?
No.
Skee-lo and Fife Dog.
I'll skee-lo.
Oh, skee-lo.
Shock G. I would put there. Shock G.